thank you so much for talking with me. I'm so excited to be here in Fort Collins. It's always so much fun. You guys are so great to connect with. I just wanted to do a really quick video because my affiliates love to hear from you. And I just wanted to start off talking about, one of the things that we're all passionate about and that Joy Organics is passionate about is your philanthropic efforts. And I was wondering if you could just share with us about any future fundraisers that's happening and what ways maybe the affiliates can get involved, because they were such a huge part of Joy Day. And just having those lunches, like we gave this many lunches, like people were super pumped about it. So I would love to talk about what your plans are for maybe the rest of the year or coming up soon.
Absolutely. And Stephanie, it's always great to see you and so glad you're here. And I just want to thank you for even setting this up. And I just so appreciate you and what you are doing with our affiliate program. And I just appreciate everything the affiliates are doing, helping us with our mission to help as many people as we can. And yes, we have something coming up. Thanks for asking. I really appreciate that, because when we do these things, it's very dear to me. And we are doing what's called Kelly's Hope. And Kelly was my sister who passed away. She actually died of AIDS at the age of 35. She would have been 18 years younger than me. But there's a local organization that I really love, and I feel like I have a connection with them. It's called the Matthews House, because of what my sister went through. My sister was put into foster care at the age of 12. My mother put her in foster care, and she ended up getting into prostitution and drugs, and that's a whole nother story.
Heartbreaking.
But I think it's because of my experience with my sister that I feel a connection to the Matthews House. So we are having October 24th, what we are calling Kelly's Hope. And that is, we're going to have a 20% off sale online and in store here in Fort Collins. And we'll give 15% of all sales from that day to the Matthews House. And my goal is to write a check to the Matthews House for $25,000. So
that's amazing.
I feel like we want to set the bar high, and I really want to shoot for that.
Wow, and that's this month. I didn't even know this was coming. Or
October 24th.
It's not October yet. That's
yes. So we're still planning it. I just met
yes.
somebody from marketing this morning, and we're trying to hash out, okay, how do we want this to look like? But it really came to me after Joy Day, after my birthday, and that was kind of a global mission.
Right.
With the Ugandan refugees,
mm-hmm.
Actually South Sudanese refugees who are in Uganda. And I thought, I want to do something for Kelly, for my sister.
I
want to honor her. And so, yeah, thanks for asking.
And I feel like that's so in sync with everything about Joy Organics, because whether we're blood related to you or we're not, we all feel like we're part of a family. And even like in my Facebook group, like the way I see affiliates like helping each other and supporting each other, I feel like there's a little remote family happening there. And I think that's just all an extension of what you and your family have set into motion and created. Which is just amazing to see, like, how far that reaches.
Yeah, it is funny. We started as a family business, and it was just, a handful of us.
60 people later.
And we're about up to 70 employees. But honestly, Stephanie, it does feel like it. I feel a little emotional. I sat in a manager's meeting the other day, and I'm looking around this room, and I felt this like wave of emotion come. I felt proud. I felt humbled that this group of managers is a part of my family. I mean, we're connected and it feels like family. We're doing this thing together and it feels like family.
It's when I sit in on the meetings with your husband, Todd, he says almost every time he comes down from the cabin that he's just thinking about how much he loves everybody in this room.
Yeah.
And it's so sincere.
Yeah.
And then, and I think that we all we all feel that, and then we pass that on to our partners too. Because like there's so many of the partners that I work with that like I'm like seriously attached.
Yeah. We're connected.
Yeah, and it's just, and I think it's part of just that overall missioning of helping as many people. Like that's something that, you know, Jared and Todd and you and Hannah and everybody like talks about. Like it goes beyond just our customers. It's I that's always in the back of my mind when I'm interacting with affiliates. Like how it's not just even about the CBD, but it's like how can I help these people be more independent financially?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a really neat thing. All right, so now I'm gonna get all mushy gushy. So can you tell us, let's keep on the mushy part. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Matthews House and what it is and what they do and how long it's been in business and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I actually just had breakfast with the founder, Jerry, yesterday morning. We had a 2-hour breakfast, and she kind of shared her whole journey. And it started with her and her family moved here to Fort Collins, and she wanted to get involved in the community. And she would just walk the streets and see, you know, what's this community about? And she ran into this kid who aged out of foster care. So he was 18.
Right, that happens.
And basically got kicked out of his foster home with no money, no job, no direction, nothing. And she ended up starting the Matthews House, bought a house here in Fort Collins. So now it's grown. I actually don't even know if we ever talked about how long it's been around, but I want to say like 9 or 10 years.
Oh, wow.
But now they have, you know, when a child ages out of foster care, they have a facility they can stay in. They help them find a job placement, you know, schooling, get your GED. But they also have after school programs to at-risk kids. They have parenting classes.
That's great.
I just feel like it's a huge thing in our community that they are coming alongside folks, you know, and making a difference.
I love that. And, you know, especially the aging out, because I think it's so easy to look at a child or a toddler and be like, oh, this person needs help. But you see an 18-year-old, you know, and you kind of like, oh, you know, it's a different feeling. But yet, I mean, my son's 14. I can't imagine him being on his own in 4 years, you know. I mean, yeah. So I think talk about just for the need. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to make one quick comment to the camera. All right, so we talked about a sale, and we don't talk about sales in advance. So I just want to say anything that's happening in this video is for you guys, and it's a sneak peek, but I don't want you to share it with your followers until you get like the green light. So just, I think it's serious there for a second. Out of my mushiness there.
Thank you.
So speaking of sneak peeks.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of really exciting products coming out. And every time I put like, what do you want me to ask her again? I said, always like, what about this product? What about this product? What about this product? So I know some of these products have already been on the list of like their wants.
Yeah.
And it's coming soon, like in Q4. So I was hoping you could share the top secret, don't share with anyone, of the new products.
Yeah. So we've got a line of topicals that are coming out probably mid-November is what we're planning. But don't quote me.
Right, no,
we're
it's products, right? That and websites, I never quote.
So mid-November, we are rolling out a pain cream, bath bombs, a set of 4 bath bombs, and a pain stick. So it's like our sap, but it's in a stick form. So you actually don't even have to touch it because we've had comedy. Roll it on.
That's nice.
But there's a lot of other things that are on the table in product development that we're talking about. Vegan gummies, which it's just a better formula than our current gummies.
Right.
This is actually from a gummy manufacturing company. This is what they do. We already approved 2 different flavors. I'm not going to share them with you right now and we're also working on, and I'm super excited about this, a nanotechnology water-soluble tincture or mouth spray. I'm not sure of the application, but the results are amazing. You spray it in your mouth and immediately you get the effects.
Wow.
And we can't say pain cream, it's going to be a gel, a nanotechnology gel that you put on and it just immediately absorbs.
Wow, that's going to be amazing for people with chronic discomfort.
Yes, so I'm super excited about that. But the 3 topicals they will roll out mid-November or shortly thereafter.
And how did you decide on those 3 products? Is that based on what consumers were asking?
Sure is. It's based on what people are asking for. Also, Jared, our son, our CMO, he's all about the Google Analytics and, what are people Googling? So we're trying to give the market what the market is looking for. And if your affiliates are telling you, hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? Please, let us know.
The pain cream was the big one.
Yeah. This is a big one.
Yeah. A lot of people have asked about lip balms and bath bombs. Not bombs, lip balms. Yeah, not bombs. And bath bombs.
Okay.
Those are those are the 3 that I can hear the most that isn't covered in that. I think the stick is going to be
and the stick you can use on your lips.
And the spray seems like, I know there's a lot of talk amongst our affiliates that some people aren't recommending vape anymore, but they miss that instant result. So it seems like the spray could be, or water soluble, whatever it ends up being, could be a great alternative for people who aren't necessarily comfortable yet with the vape.
Exactly.
Yes. So and you were very forward thinking on that, getting the news.
Yeah.
But I would say our vapes, we don't have any chemicals in it. It's the organic certified carrier oil and just the CBD oil, but still, some people are just not going to be comfortable. So it's awesome to know that that's coming down.
Yes.
But the spray is not necessarily November, right?
No. We're working on this.
Gotcha. Yeah. Down the road.
Yes.
Okay. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
The other thing down the road I also know is not Q4, but a big topic is the energy drinks. And I understand there's the possibility of doing a reformulation. But I always tell them, I'm like, it's our best seller. Not our best, but it is it's in the top 5 consistently. So I personally like the energy drinks, but I was wondering if there's anything to share with that and maybe a 2020 deal.
So here's the thing, Stephanie. What we are trying to do as a company is moving forward. We want to make cleaner, really our standard in ingredients. Moving forward as a company is Whole Foods compliance. So everything we're doing, that's what we're trying to go for. We're trying to go for organic ingredients, clean ingredients. And yes, we are working on a cleaner energy drink formula.
Right.
Keep using our energy drinks for the time being, but we want to come up with a cleaner formula. Yeah. And even we had our board meeting today talking about packaging. Before our board meeting, we had a product development recap with somebody in our product development group. And I asked her about, the packaging and how we can move to a more sustainable packaging throughout our company. So as we're moving forward, as we're formulating these new products, can we use, if we have to use a plastic product, can it be recycled plastic?
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's our heart, is to move towards cleaner ingredients, organic ingredients, and sustainable packaging.
And we saw that with the product launch, right? So we had the certified carrier oils, the CMT and the olive oil, and then you removed the dye from the soft gel.
Right.
So you definitely, now that you're a big company, things don't move on a dime anymore, but you absolutely see the vision. And I know that the affiliates are going to be super excited about that, because this is all stuff that they talk about.
Yeah.
As you know, we do the affiliate of the month, and you write the cards for those, and everybody just talks about, oh my gosh, you can plant the card and it becomes a flower. It's just so lovely. So, it's those little touches of just it all kind of coming together.
Yeah.
So they're going to be super excited. I'm super excited about the October promotion.
Yeah.
With the fundraiser, and then of course Q4.
Yeah.
And I think the affiliates, we're going to have new products.
Yes.
And I just, the first thing, I'm a mom, so the first thing, this is going to be so awesome. There's going to be extra Christmas money for people, or holiday money, sorry.
Right. That's right.
And I just think it's going to be a great 2020. Like,
Yeah,
we're going to
it
close
sure
out
is.
strong, and
Yes.
and then we're going to be even stronger in the new year. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much for your time. I know you're
Mm.
slammed. I caught you right out of the board meeting. And I truly appreciate it. And just thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Stephanie, and I appreciate you and all you're doing in our program with the affiliates, and I appreciate the affiliates and all they're doing to help us, help as many people as we can. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.